Hello everyone, how's it going? My name's Jeff Lunter.
I'm Raymond Holt.
Today is July 7th, 2012, 11, I don't even know the fucking year. And this is the Say Something Beautiful podcast. Now, it's so fucking hot outside.
Oh my god.
I can barely breathe right now because it's so damn hot. Right now, if you guys noticed a slight buzzing in the background, it is the fan, and I think I mentioned this last week. I am not turning off the fucking fan in my room because my room gets to above the temperature outside.
Yeah, we've discussed this.
Even during the winter. Anyways.
I am known as the friend that walks everywhere without hassle or anything. And even our friend Don actually made an overly attached picture of me that said, oh, you're moving out of state? That's okay, I can walk there. And I was sweating when I walked to Jeff's house. That does not happen to me. I'm used to walking to Jeff's house from my house, and I walked in, and Jeff was like, "Oh my God, you're sweating!"
Like he was drenched. It was like you could say it's disgusting. I was like, "Oh, poor Raymond."
It's very disgusting.
Ah, well, can't help it with this fucking heat. Like yesterday, it broke like it was like 98 degrees,
and then it felt like 110.
Yeah, it felt like 100, 110. It was ridiculous. I hate weather. I hate summer. I was texting Dan. I'm like, "You should come over, man. We're hanging out today." And he's like, "I'm not fucking walking anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. It's way too hot."
I miss Dan.
I do too. I talked to him yesterday on Steam. That's what it randomly brought it up. I'm like, "Dude, you should come over. We should hang out." He's like, "Ugh. If it's not fucking like a million degrees tomorrow, sure." But anyways, let's see. Things that happened this week. I mean, it was 4th of July.
Well, there's 3rd of July, too.
And the 3rd of July.
Because we did something that day.
Yeah, 3rd of July, we had a cookout at my house due to the fact, like, all of our friends were like, "Oh, well, we have stuff going." Well, not all of them, most of them had stuff going on, like, the 4th. So we're just like, "Oh, well, we'll just have a cookout on the 3rd. So we had a bunch of people come to that thing, and it was awesome, like usual. Every cookout we have is just, always has good turnout. I wanted to... Due to the fact that the cookouts, like, you remember the camp I was talking about, like, a bunch of the drum majors are all friends on there. I'm like, dude, we should just have a cookout. Just saying. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know how.
I don't care why.
I don't care why. I'm just great at grilling, or I just love grilling, and I love spending time with a bunch of people.
I want to come as entertainment.
Come as entertainment? Oh, God. That wink. Oh, my gosh. Anyways, let's see. What did you do to the 4th? Because my 4th was rather uneventful.
Well, my arm.
Oh, God. That's a gash. Oh my gosh, what is that?
So, on the 4th of July, me, our friends Don, Kyle, and Kelly, and, I guess our friend now, Sarah. Don's friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don's friend, quotation marks.
God
damn. Twice in one podcast. How is this gonna work? The world can't handle this. Go on.
We went behind Kaiser Permanente on that hill. There's a hill, for anyone that doesn't know. Jeff knows what I'm talking about, I think, maybe. Mm-hmm. It's called Kaiser Hill, apparently.
Well, that makes perfect sense.
We explored the woods a little bit first, because, we were with Kyle.
Why not?
And we found a hobo lighter. Like, it was actually, like, a legit lighter, not like a cheap cigarette lighter thing. It was, like, one of those flame candle lighter things.
We just like I use for the grill?
Yeah. We found it in the woods, and it was, like, working still. So we took it. Yes. And then, so...
Why'd you call it a hobo lighter?
Because there was this, like, hobo shelter right next
to
it.
He's like, that's how he survives. You guys are assholes.
Yeah, Don was like, "Kyle, that's probably some hobo's lighter, and you just stole it."
That hobo's not gonna have a fire tonight. He's not gonna be able to cook his fried squirrel.
But we were sitting on the
it's already
on the hill, and I was throwing, those popper things you throw them at, on the ground. I was throwing them at Kyle's feet, and I was making them jump around. I was like, "Dance, monkey, dance!" Doing that, and he tackled me.
Oh wow!
Like, he ran at me, he picked me up and threw me at the hill. Like, it hurt. But,
oh my God.
But that's not what I got this cut from it, because you guys can't see this, but I have a huge cut on my arm, like...
It basically runs down from around his wrist to, like, halfway to his elbow.
Yeah, and, what had happened was, Kyle was laying down at the bottom of the hill, like, there's those parking stoppers or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was sitting on that, just, like, laying back, and I went to sit on him as a joke, and he picked me up, and he was like, "Nyeh!" And my arm was, like, right on the parking blocker thing.
Oh my God!
And I was like, "Ow, that hurt! Ow!" And I didn't know I was bleeding. I thought I just like, the white scrape you get. That's what I thought I had. I looked down, it's just blood. I was like, "Ah!"
Oh my God! I didn't realize I'm like on the verge of death, but it's okay.
Don washed it off with his water because he always has some.
His water bottle. I love how before we started the podcast, we're just like, okay, we're gonna grab our water bottle so we don't die today. And I grab my water bottle, and it's literally it's a fucking water jug. It's awesome. Like, you know the 1 gallon water bottles? Those things are amazing. I didn't know I had one until I looked in the fridge.
Epic
Water break. Had to be done, considering it's like, I don't even know what the fucking temperature is today. I think it's around 94?
95, somewhere around there, yeah. Apparently it's supposed to be down to 80 tomorrow.
I know tomorrow's gonna be 85 degrees! Woo! See, other people wouldn't be excited about this. Like, if there are people listening in Colorado and Alaska, they're just like, what does that mean? It's like fucking boiling.
I was like, my
Although it isn't
mom
boiling,
was talking to me last night. She was like, the low is 55. I was like, can we make it like be like 65 tomorrow? She's like, what's wrong with 55, 50? I was like, well, you gotta negotiate with the temperature.
Yeah, I don't want to be freezing my balls off, nor do I want to be sweating my balls off. So there are a lot of things that can happen to my balls in temperature. You gotta take that into account.
Right. That's
I just
right
realized
there.
there's all those phrases that happen to people's balls, like, during weather.
Well, they're true, though.
I feel bad about that, like...
Like, you don't say, I'm freezing my vagina off.
My vagina... My lips are cold. Oh, God.
Oh, ew. Ew.
See, if this was an all-feminine podcast, this wouldn't be a bad thing. Like, saying that wouldn't be a bad thing. But regardless, off of that disgusting image... Sorry, your reaction was just priceless. I just had to say that. But, okay, off to the... Okay, let's see. I said okay like 12 times.
Okay, and then what did you do 4th of July?
Okay, 4th of July, I sat on my ass, and then I decided to go to Charles's.
Yeah.
And we went to Lakewood. And Lakewood is supposed to have, like... You can tell where the tax money goes when they do their fireworks, because, like, Jesus Christ. But... Or that's what I heard. We went there, they didn't have a fireworks show. They were about to. There was probably like the entire city of Lakewood and then some, because like a bunch of people from Brooklyn were there, a couple other people were there, and we're just like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. But apparently something caught on fire, and they couldn't go on with the show because of technical difficulties. So yeah, it was basically an hour and a half walk wasted, and then an hour and a half walk back of me being like, when we get home, I'm starving.
To Charles's?
No.
Oh, I was about to say.
No, I meant
fucking
a half
crazy?
an hour, not an hour and a half. Jesus Christ, it's a long walk. To the park, it's like half an hour.
Okay, I was about to say, are you crazy or something? Like,
I've done that a few times.
Yeah, in this heat?
Not in this heat, no.
Exactly.
Never. I like it at night. Now that I notice. But for some reason,
at night it feels awesome.
You just want to
night.
chill outside, of course.
Just sit outside or something for that whole night and just sleep outside.
That'd be amazing. I would love it. You gotta do it. Putting up the tent like I did the other day. I actually, I brought out a tent the other day with, when my cousin was over.
Last
we
month.
slept out. Was it last month?
Yeah, you were in New York. That's when you came back from New York.
Yeah, that was the night we came back from New York. I'm just like, fuck it, I'm sleeping out in a tent. I'm in, in the hustle bustle, whatever. But yeah, we slept out in a tent, and it was actually really fun. Although, I thought you were gonna sleep in there with us, because you just chilled in there with us and talked with us for like an hour, and you're like, okay, peace.
Yep.
I was like, oh, you're laying down too. Crap, okay. I was disappointed.
I'm sorry.
You don't like bugs.
Yeah, I don't.
You're like a druid that doesn't like bugs.
I hate bugs.
I don't blame you.
It's a burning passion. My worst fear is spiders. And
I hate
and those
snakes.
stairs with like spaces in between them, those metal ones, like amusement parks and water park. I hate those.
Oh God, you must hate the mantis. Or not the mantis,
I don't ride the mantis.
The raptor.
I don't ride that either.
Oh man, this is so fun. Do you ride Millennium?
Nope, I never have.
You have to. I'm forcing you to go on it. Like they forced me to go on it. But anyways,
you know
let's
who else
see.
forced me to go on it? Try it at least.
I don't want to talk about her. Well, see, you actually like me, but you liked her at the time. Whatever.
It's okay. I'll go on it eventually.
That'd be really fun. We're planning on going down there like October for like
Halloween.
I
told my mom wanted to do that, and I think she's on the verge of breaking and taking me down there for it.
Oh yeah. But I want to go down there. I was talking to everyone when we were there. I'm like, yeah, well, Richie. The first time I went to Cedar Point was with Richie, and Richie is one of our friends that's like insane in the membrane apparently. But he's like, we made friends with a bunch of the people in the haunted houses, and we went through with his cousins because his cousins are like normal, which is weird. Like it's funny seeing Richie. He has a normal family. He's the only. Delinquent, so to say, because I assume that's the only word that you can pick out of anything. But So we went we went in there with his cousins, and his cousins are like terrified of everything. So we like literally talked to the people like we got in there, we screamed as loud as we could like these people are afraid of everything, scared the hell out of them, and like some of the people at the entrance looked at us and laughed and smiled. It was really cool. We made it. They talked to us. I don't know. They talked to us outside of it too. Like the dude at the entrance, we just talked to for like an hour. He was like, "You guys want to go in?" I was like, "No, we're cool talking with you."
Haunted houses,
He's like,
man.
"Whatever, man."
I went to Canada one year in 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Water.
Water needed.
Their haunted house is like, because they have like different rules for their Canadian haunted houses or something. Like they're allowed to grab you and things like that. And,
oh God.
And you had to crawl through spaces. You had to like crouch down. Like you had to do everything in their haunted house. You got a sticker for making it through there.
Did you get a sticker?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Raymond with the big balls.
Like, you'd be surprised. Like I've watched a lot of people go in and just come right back out the entrance. Like they couldn't handle it. So I was like, I'm not sure if I want to go through with this.
Well, Mom, we're here though. You're in Canada,
and it's like, all just pitch black. Like you can't see at all. You can't see at all. You have to crawl through
with my luck,
spaces. And I have claustrophobia with people. Not actual claustrophobia. I don't know what the word is for claustrophobia with people. But like so I'm crawling through this tight space, so I'm fine. But
no.
Then there's people in front of me and behind me at the same time. So it's like quadruple claustrophobia right there. It's
But that would suck. With my luck, I'd end up walking like 4 or 5 walls. Did you walk in any walls?
I think I did, yeah.
Oh God. This sucks. 6th grade Raymond wandering around. How do you get to the exit? Like myself, you know.
Well, it's a linear path.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say I'd end up getting turned around and walking back the other way. Like, oh, I'm at the entrance again. I didn't mean to walk out, but I actually did.
That was like the only non-scary thing about it, the fact that you can't get lost in it.
Oh, thank God for that. Like those haunted cornfields or whatever the hell that is.
I've never been to.
I've never been to one either, and like the idea of it's just like, holy shit! I'm in the middle of a cornfield. Where am I?
I think my mom actually wanted to go to one time, but then like right at the beginning, she's scared of clowns, and right at the beginning, there was a clown with a chainsaw. And she was like, fuck that.
Yeah, I'm not going in there.
I'm pretty sure that's what she told me. Oh, and I saw 21 Jump Street.
How was that?
Funny.
What is it about? I don't...
It's these two...
oh, yeah.
Two cops,
now I remember.
And they get to go undercover as high school students. And, to, like, bust a drug deal or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry for anyone that hasn't seen it yet, but this is just the part I have to talk about.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. So they go undercover as high school students. They get aliases, whatnot, and of course, you know, as it's any comedy, you have the smart person, you have the dumb person. That's just like a thing, like, you know.
Which is natural.
They have schedules corresponding to their nature. Like the smart one has like honors chemistry and all that good stuff. They actually have an honors chemistry. I was like I was watching with Caitlin. And as soon as I heard honors chemistry, I was like, fuck honors chemistry. And the dumb one had, like, drama and stuff. Not saying drama's dumb, but, I mean, he didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
And that's where all the cool kids were. Because he's the cool kid.
Mm.
So, they accidentally get their schedules mixed up.
Oh, God.
So the dumb kid's in all the smart classes. And the socially awkward kid is with all the cool kids. And, Channing Tatum, the guy that every girl thinks is hot for some reason, I think his facial structure looks weird.
I'm going to compliment on his facial structure. You look disgusting.
I'm just saying, like,
I know.
it's probably see his abs or something.
Yeah.
But,
What?
I'm serious, he does. He's in honors chemistry, and he's actually on they take the drug by accident. And, so he's on honors chemistry, and he's like, it shows him writing all this stuff on the whiteboard, and it just shows him, like, writing. It doesn't show what he's writing. And it turns around, the camera pans around. He drew a bunch of 4s. Like, the whiteboard is filled with the number 4. Just a whole bunch of them.
Oh, my God.
And he just goes, fuck you, science, and walks away.
Why?
I cannot stop laughing.
Rogers must have cringed a little. Rogers was our chemistry teacher, and it was ridiculous. His class in general was just terrible. Not terrible, like, in bad, but it was the worst class. Like,
Yeah, especially honors.
I didn't take honors. I
I
passed
did.
that class with a solid C.
Oh, me too.
Woo! But you were in honors, so.
Actually, I think I might have had a B minus.
Well. You don't get B plus. You get B plus in math, not A minus.
B is for bitch.
That's actually kind of true. Like, Jackie's tutoring this little girl, and she's Asian. She
Okay.
lives next door, and little girl is getting a B. She's in second grade. No, she's Vietnamese, I think. It's Asian still, but she's in second grade, and she's getting a B plus in math, and her parents are pissed at her because it's not an A minus. And like, you think it's just a joke, but it's serious. These people are like, you need to get someone to tutor you. So Jackie has to tutor this girl, and we went over the methods of how she was tutoring yesterday, and it was actually pretty hilarious. Like, she didn't understand how to explain how to subtract 7 from 100. They're not allowed to count down because that's cheating. So, like, I don't know. Because it's the placeholder, the 10, the
10,
0 becomes a 9,
and then it's the 10,
yeah,
yeah.
but she didn't know how to explain that. So her dad comes in, who has a master's in math, I think, or something. It's not a doctorate, but it's pretty high. He comes and explains the entire thing to her. It's like, wow, I feel like... I was watching, I'm like, wow, I feel like I'm in second grade again. This is ridiculous. But yeah, it was pretty interesting watching her tutor, because she's like because you put a quiet person with a quiet person, you basically get a quiet thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm a good tutor, because I'm not quiet.
A good tutor. What would you tutor? What do you think?
Math.
You tutor math? Yeah.
I taught people in pre-calc how to do things.
You're a god. I'm sure Danny Boy asked you a lot. Asked for a lot of things out of you.
He actually didn't. He was more like, yeah, I'm too lazy to do this, whatever.
Yeah.
He was the person that, like, he was like the counterbalance to me, so that's why it was so perfect talking to him every day.
Aww.
Because he was the one that didn't do anything. So
Give me your hand.
What?
He completed you.
Yes, in pre-calculus he did.
I completed my day every day.
I even put on his Facebook wall the day before the pre-calc final. I was like, tomorrow's our last day of pre-calc together. He messaged me. He's like, come on now, don't make me cry.
Dude, I don't cry, but that almost made me. I'd imagine that's like the exact same thing he said. But yesterday he talks to me, like, we're playing Steam, and he's like, you're surprising me. I'm like, why? I didn't realize it was him. I thought it was like 3 other people. I didn't think at all it was Danny. He's like, Jeffrey, I'm disappointed in you. I'm like, who the fuck is this? I'm like, because we were talking, I'm just like, blah, blah, blah. I'm at my girlfriend's, I blame my girlfriend's brother, but he knows both of them. So I was like, I thought I was explaining it to some random person. But, oh my god, it was hilarious. That was probably one of the funniest conversations I had with him. He's like, Jeff, he's just like, I'll give you a hint. It starts with a D and ends with Annie Boy. I'm just like,
That's so good.
I'm just like, I think that just made my day. The fact that you called yourself Danny Boy willingly, and he's just like, it's never gonna happen again. I'm like, still, you did it.
The name I started calling him.
Oh, Danny
It's
Boy.
stuck.
He like hated it, but he hated it when we first started talking about it.
Well, I told him because there's Danielle Joseph, and she likes to be called Danny. And I don't like calling him Dan. I have a friend named Dan already. It's one of my mom's friends, the 40-year-old.
Yeah, I know that guy. He's
So
pretty cool.
there's Dan. There's already a Danny, and she's a girl. I was like, I'm sorry, but you're Danny Boy. There's no getting around it. Like,
you spend enough time with him in pre-calc, he's just like, well, fuck it, I'll just start answering to this. You even kept it in your phone as Danny Boy?
yes.
I have it as Daniel.
I messaged the wrong Dan like twice because they were both Dan.
Oh my gosh.
So
Hey
I was
man,
like-
you want to hang out? I'm 40. Like,
I was like, oh wait, I should probably change you to Danny Boy now.
might have been. Okay, so
We have topics that we need to start talking.
yeah,
about.
we've been talking a lot about our personal lives. We should talk about some game releases that are coming
Yeah,
out.
PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. I don't care what all y'all say. I'm excited for this.
I don't give a fuck. You just the fact that this game brought the blackout in Raymond, I'm assuming it's gonna be great. So start talking about it when you don't spit up your water. Come on, you got this.
So they released 2 new characters. So let's see. They have Toro Ino. I'm sorry if I botched that.
I think Orihime has the last name, so Ino is correct. It's Orihime.
Oh, Orihime
Ino.
does have that last name. Okay, cool. It is Toro Ino.
Yes.
It's the Japanese mascot or something. Like, he's not in North America, like, at all.
Oh, I
So-
noticed that, like, the way this little cat thing is, there's also a
Yeah, it's like a
option
ninja
for
cat.
it as an avatar. On,
Yeah, there is.
PSN. I didn't know what the hell it was. I was like, oh, this is adorable. Yeah, there's an.
Okay, well, if you guys know what Toro Ino is, then he's in, or she's in. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. But let's talk about Hiyachi Mishima. Is that his last name? Yes, it is Mishima. I saw
Hiyachi Mishima.
Yeah, it was right there on the screen anyway.
Oh, was it? Oh, derp.
He's this like one of the stars of Tekken. So if you know Tekken, you know who I'm talking about. That it includes to the roster of who we already talked about of like Parappa the Rapper, Radic, Nathan Drake, Sly, Sweet Tooth, Kratos, Big Daddy, and Nathan Drake. Yes,
so now
I
there are
remember.
like 10 characters going.
There's 10 right now. They have 2 that they said they're gonna announce again soon. So there's at least 2 more. We think there's gonna be more because 12 is kind of a small roster.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I'm banking for 16.
Let's hope.
That's what
I
I'm
know.
banking for.
Original Smash Bros. Melee had like. There was like 24 characters.
Right.
But it's also Nintendo, and they have like shit tons of games.
And the fact that I'm saying this too is because they like to. It seems like they like to announce a new stage every 2 characters, because there's 10 characters now, and they just released a new stage called Dojo, which combines Parappa the Rapper and Killzone. Now, I thought that was kind of cool, bringing like 2 completely opposite worlds together to make a map. But at least I think it's 2 opposite worlds. I don't know what Parappa the Rapper is. Isn't that skating dog or whatever?
No, that's not the skating dog. It's like a rap. I don't know. You like push buttons corresponding with something.
Was it like
It's
DJ
like in
Hero?
Sly Cooper when you're fighting
Is it
that one
DJ
girl.
Hero?
No, it's not DJ Hero.
Um,
Please don't ever be DJ Hero.
But anyway, so there's 10 people, 5 stages. So 5 is kind of not a lot of stages at all.
No.
And usually, most fighting games have at least 8. So if we use that kind of math, 3 more stages, 6 more characters, 16 characters, 8 maps.
Well, damn. Raymond, like, I love how you're just like, I love math, and you basically interpreted math into, like, another thing you love.
Well,
That's
yeah,
kind of
because
awesome.
most fighting games do have at least 8 maps. At least. Most fighting games have more than that. But
Yeah.
there's always at least 8.
I'm gonna applaud you for that one. Nice. I like your logic. But, okay, if you guys haven't heard of this, there is this horror game out that has been released. I don't remember. Excuse me. I don't remember when. I think someday. Yeah, it was one day, you know.
It was one day in the
It was
past.
someday in the past.
It was in the past.
But, so, Slender is one of the, like, most horrific games, like, out there now. It's pure horror, as described by IGN. What it is, it's like, you go into these woods. If you guys haven't heard of Slender Man, he started off in the Something Awful forums for, someone trying to, like...
Create a monster thread, right?
Yeah, the Create a Monster thread, and someone created Slender Man and did this awesome backstory. Did, like, images of this thing with, like, children, things like that. And Slender Man basically branched off into everything.
Yeah.
Like, he is basically a YouTube craze. He is the internet.
Marble Hornets,
In
Marble
Marble Hornets.
Bumblebees, the Slender parodies,
Jeffrey Clark.
Tribe 12, Jeffrey Clark.
Sorry, I had to get my...
Everyman Hybrid. You know, it's everywhere now.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bunch of like actual Slenderman series. There's a bunch of Slender parodies, and
then there's also Minecraft.
there's Minecraft Enderman.
Which included Enderman, yeah, which is basically Slender Man, which, oh my god, it's a stupid enemy. Like, it's scary. You
I
look at
wouldn't
it,
know.
and then it's just like, teleport everywhere, and then hits you, and then teleports away, hits you, teleports away. It's like, are you kidding me? This is not Dragon Ball Z. And, like, it's funny, because you hear, because its jaw, like, unhinges.
Yeah.
And it's really funny looking. And if he gets in water, it just dies.
Ah.
So that's, like, helpful. I mean, it doesn't instantly teleport away, but it takes a little while. About, like, a few seconds. But other than that, Slender, like, that's what Slender Man essentially is. He's basically the internet at this point. But,
Yeah.
the internet's horror. So, the point of this game, you are going through as a female character, which you can tell because of her breathing. Let's see.
Wait, what?
I'll point it out because I'll get into that in a bit. But you're going through these woods as a female character with only a flashlight, and that's about it. And you're trying to collect 8 pages in this like entire span of woods. It is one of the most simple looking games ever. Like, this dude's just like, it's free. It like I didn't cost any money. It didn't cost him any money to make it. He's like, whatever, you guys just play it. It's actually one of the
Like on PC or something?
It's on PC, yeah. I'd play it on mine, but my PC is terrible.
Yeah.
This is only good for basically this and the internet. And but anyways, this is, you go into the woods, and after you collect the first page, Slender Man starts following you. You look at him too long, game over. You stand still too long, game over. He can like literally teleport up to you, make you turn around and like kill you. So when you collect more pages, like every odd number of pages you collect, like 1, 3, 5, 7, it gets more horrific. It adds more sound to the game. Like you can hear like Slender Man is like breathing. I don't even not breathing. Doesn't make sense. But you can hear like thunderous footsteps behind you at some points. Like as soon as you collect the page. So the worst part about this game are two things that are bad. Your flashlight dims, so you have to turn it off every so often, and you're just walking through darkness.
Kind of like Fear.
Yeah, kind of like Fear. And also, I swear to God, the girl is like 900 pounds. Because she can only run for around like 10 feet and then dies.
Fat Princess?
She's Fat Princess.
Okay.
She rolls 10 feet. But it's stupid. You're trying to run away from Slender Man. It's like... like she's having a heart attack trying to run
Maybe
from
she
this
has
thing.
asthma.
Well, that could work. That might be it. But yeah, this game, it's definitely worth downloading for PC. It's a small game, guys. It doesn't run that much, but as long as you don't have a shitty PC, you can play it. So yeah, that's one of the best horror games that I played so far. All right, we're gonna get on to another subject. Can I bitch about something real quick? Do you mind?
Go for it.
Metroid Other M is the worst fucking game ever made. I just want to point that out. Maybe not the worst game ever made, but it's like terrible.
It's Superman 64.
Superman 64.
Yeah.
What was wrong about that one?
There was nothing. Game stores actually sell that for free because it's so bad. They don't want it. There's like nothing but glitches in it. Like the title screen, you know how like in the title screen how like if you keep it there for a while it'll like show a demo of the game or whatever. The demo it showed had glitches in it. And it glitched and they kept it there.
Oh wow. That's terrible. Okay. Maybe not the worst game of all time, but pretty up there. Miyamoto, which is the guy who created Metroid and basically had the idea of Metroid. He's discussing Metroid possibly being on the Wii U.
Woo!
Yay! Wii U is not going to be worth buying, in my opinion, because I don't even have a Wii. I'll probably buy a Wii, but that's about it. But yeah, I've been playing through the Metroid Prime series, and I heard that's...
Oh my god.
It's like ridiculously
When
amazing.
you're done, remind me to talk about the Wii some.
Then talk about the Wii now, because I'm done.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah.
Okay. My mom's Wii hates me. Okay?
Why?
It legitimately does not like me. Okay, so I was hanging out with Molly the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just chilling in the basement, about to watch, I wanted to get on Netflix, so I wanted to see if Leslie Vernon was on there. You watched Leslie Vernon with us, right?
I think so.
The mockumentary horror?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I looked on it. It's not on there.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
I looked on Molly's Netflix on her iPad.
It is!
But,
go on.
No, so I'm like, well, we got a new router. My router died.
Mm-hmm. Rest in peace, router.
So we got a new router. We got everything hooked up. Well, my mom's Wii hasn't hooked up to the new router yet. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to do that. And I look in the manuals, like, go to internet channel, and it'll take you to a setup screen. I go to the internet channel, it just goes to the normal internet main menu, not a setup screen. I'm like, okay. I go to settings. There's, like, nothing I can do. I'm probably just too retarded to figure it out, because I don't know how to work a Wii. Like, my PS3, I could have that done in 3 seconds, because I know how to do everything with it.
Mm-hmm.
The Wii, I've never done that before. I did it once, and that's when my mom first wanted the internet, and that was back in, like, 09 or 10, maybe.
Oh, wow.
So I haven't done it for years. I don't remember how to. So I'm like, fine, you know what? Have you seen Clerks 2? No, you can't be my friend unless you see Clerks 2. I go upstairs, get Clerks 2. I come back downstairs, the Wii's already on, so I figure I'm just going to watch the DVD on the Wii, so you can do that.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that we had the capacity to, like, run movies.
I put it in the disc tray. Cannot read disc. I was like, okay, am I stupid and put it in the wrong way? Flip the disc. Put it in the other way. Cannot read disc. So I take it out. I'm like, fuck you, Wii. I've turned on my PS2.
Fuck you, Wii. I'm going to play a system that was actually respectable.
Yeah,
oh,
seriously.
I just offended all Wii fans out there. Sorry.
Okay,
I'm
the
ready to
Wii's,
get a
not,
Wii.
the Wii is not that bad.
It's not terrible.
It's a good family system.
Yeah. Jackie beat my ass in, like, Wii Sports Resort.
I love Wii Sports Resort.
I
love
fucking hate
the
that
baseball
game.
One.
I hate it. But, like, it's the one... Like, we were playing archery. and I like drew back my bow, and she knocked my hand out of the way, so I got a 0, like accidentally apparently. I was just like, "Are you kidding me?" And then the Wiimote was just like, "No, does it work now?" Like apparently the dump truck stayed disconnected even though I plugged it back in, and the Wii Motion Plus was just knocked out somehow. So I'm just like, "Oh my god, Jackie, are you kidding me?" Her dad's sitting there laughing at us. Like, her parents were there. We basically talked to them for a few hours. But yeah, we showed him Chester C. Like, her mom loves Chester C, so I showed her a new video. And,
oh yeah, is there a new video?
Yeah, no, I just showed her the one where he did rumor, not rumor has it. The one with the other Tiffany Alvo song.
Oh, somebody that needs to know.
Yeah,
The goatee cover.
They didn't like it. I don't know. I know they liked it. They just don't like Tiffany.
That wasn't that great.
Mm-hmm.
That one wasn't. I like Tiffany. Like, she did another cover with Andy Lange. I forgot what song it was, but I really liked it.
So yeah, that was what that was my late night last night. Anyways,
All
I know you want to talk about
Last
this.
topic, woo, because it's PS Vita related, and
Mm-hmm.
I really want one.
I'm not really. I'm so about it.
I only want one. It's horrible to say this, but I only want one for Skype.
No, it's fine.
No, it's horrible.
Why?
To shell out $200 for Skype.
Oh, yeah. Might be bad.
But anyway, they're thinking about bringing Borderlands 2 to the Vita. Randy Pitchford, he said that he himself is too focused on the console and PC versions that he wouldn't be able to do it. But he's willing to give a studio the coding for the game and see if they can do it. And he actually wants to cross it like
Cloud, right?
like if you're playing on the PS3, he wants you can take the disc, you can play it in your PS Vita and leave off where you left off in your PS3.
That's awesome.
Like that's what he wants to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he does it, that's what he wants it to be. Because like Madden and stuff apparently isn't doing that. Like I haven't really read into it because like I said, I only want a Vita for
Wait, I thought that's what
Skype.
the Vita was for.
That's what I thought it was for too, but like right here, what's being pitched here, true cross-play shooter-ish, something many PlayStation Vita gamers are clamoring for, with companies such as EA dropping the ball on how games like Madden on Vita will talk to the iteration of Madden on PS3. It would be nice to see a studio do cross-play properly. Like apparently they didn't do it right.
I'm sure they didn't.
Because
It's Madden. It's EA, and they don't care about anything, but let's pump out every sports game we fucking can.
Oh, speaking of sports games, and considering I like wrestling, I might as well say this too because it's gaming related.
Mm-hmm.
WWE 13, which if any wrestling fan knows, they dropped SmackDown vs. Raw title last year for WWE 12. WWE 13, pre-order bonus is Mike Tyson. I know a lot of people that I know a lot of people that don't know wrestling history will be like, why the hell is there a boxer in a wrestling ring? But Mike Tyson actually has been very prominent and important in the history of WWE. It was WrestleMania 17, I want to say.
Didn't he fight someone?
That he was the special guest ring enforcer for Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels' WWE title match. And going into the match, he was teamed with DX, with Shawn Michaels and Triple H and all them. And he knocked out Shawn Michaels and allowed Stone Cold to win.
Oh, wow.
So he was very important in the history of WWE. And he actually came back recently to rival DX again, and then he actually ended up being on their side again. But, you know, whatever. It's WWE. It's like a big soap opera.
When was that?
2010. It was Chris Jericho and Big Show versus DX, their whole rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
And Mike Tyson, that was when they had all the special guest hosts on Raw. And Mike Tyson was a special guest host one day, and he was playing the heel role and saying he was teaming with Chris Jericho. And the tag team main event was Chris Jericho and Mike Tyson versus DX. And right in the start, Chris Jericho's getting in DX's face, turns around, Mike Tyson knocks him out. Yeah.
That's awesome. Did he punch him in the face?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. Because Mike Tyson is, like, ridiculous.
But yeah, so that's gaming related, it's sports related, that's the only sport I like, really.
The only sport I like is running. Fuck that.
I mean, I'll watch football on occasion, but...
I was watching the Indians yesterday, and I was, like, so disappointed because the Rays, like, destroyed them.
Yeah.
The Rays.
I destroyed them.
He destroyed the Indians. I was very disappointed. Oh, that face. So, yeah, that was a pretty eventful podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you guys enjoyed today. Hope you guys will enjoy next week's, because it will be there.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, we're gonna go somewhere with air conditioning now.
Yes. We'll talk to you all later. This is Jeff Lerner.
This is Raymond Holt.
And we are getting the hell out of here. See you guys later.